thought I'd just do a quick video about our next trip. We're starting to get quite excited because it's only a couple of weeks away. We're going to be heading off to Singapore, Borneo, Malaysia and beyond. We haven't quite decided what we're doing in the last month yet, so we'll come to that later. But we fly off to Singapore from Heathrow. We're using our Avios and our companion voucher that we've earned through spending a fortune on our Amex card. So we'll be with British Airways, which hasn't been our airline of choice, but we haven't used them for quite a while, so we'll see if they exceed our expectations, and hopefully they will. We've flown to Singapore. We're only staying there a couple of days initially because what we didn't realise when we booked it was that the Singapore Grand Prix is the following weekend, so the prices in Singapore get very expensive towards the end of that week. Hence we're going to fly straight off to Borneo, and we had to book a lot of the Borneo stuff straight away, which we wouldn't normally do, just because it all gets booked up at this time of year. But really looking forward to Borneo. Always love the wildlife and the variety of wildlife, and the types of things we're going to see over there hopefully will be superb. So really looking forward to that.
Here's our planned route in a little bit more detail, courtesy of Stipple. So yeah, we're starting from home, getting various buses to Heathrow, and then the flight with BA over to Singapore. We've got a couple of days in Singapore, then we fly over to Borneo, starting off in Kuching, and then we're heading up to the national park at Mulu, where we've got a couple of things planned in already, then on to Kota Kinabalu, up the coast a bit to Kota Belud, and then back. We seem to have to go to Kota Kinabalu a few times. It seems to be a bit of a hub for the northern part of the island there. Up to Sepilok, further across to King Batan River, and then back up to Sandakan even, and then back to Kota Kinabalu, where we've got to get back to in order to fly back to Singapore. And then we've got a decent bit of time in Singapore when we get back there, and then from here on it's kind of a very sketchy plan, so a lot of this may change when we get over there, so we'll get back to just winging it a bit more rather than having it all pre-planned. The last month especially is still a bit up in the air. We found out that tuk-tuk rental, who we used in our trip around Sri Lanka, driving our own tuk-tuk, are now operating in Cambodia as well. So we're considering the option of going and driving a tuk-tuk around Cambodia for the final month rather than some of the bits we're showing here in Thailand. But yeah, that's still up for debate, and we'll have to wait and see what comes of that. Anyway, if you want to see how we get on, please subscribe to the channel. There's a little subscribe button down in the bottom right corner there, so just click on that and subscribe to the channel if you want to see how we got on, and hopefully we'll be able to post the videos as we go this time. That was tricky in Sri Lanka because of the Wi-Fi, but I think that should be better on this trip, so we should be able to keep things up to date as we go along.
Okay, so starting to get ready to pack for our next trip. The Osprey backpacks, which have served us well for the last few years. Jan's had her green one repaired a couple of times, but my one's done really well, hasn't even needed repairing, the Fairpoint Trek 75. And not quite sure exactly what Jan's one is, but yeah, it's the one where you can detach the little rucksack on the front, so that's working well. We have invested in a new bag for the various tech stuff this time, so it's got a waterproof compartment for the laptop, which after we nearly drowned the laptop on the last trip, we thought might be a good idea, and packing cubes, which have again proved really good on previous trips. We've got the water to go bottles and some new filters for those because we've used up the filters on the old ones, so we just need to replace the filters on those before we go. Got some water shoes, which were recommended for some of the treks we'll be doing in Borneo and Malaysia, and some fold-up snorkels and small masks so we can do some snorkeling without having to take the big heavy ones, the sort of full face ones that we had previously. Did invest in a new hat. I went to a country show down in Dorset with friends, and they were selling off some Australian bush hats, so I thought I'd give that one a go this trip. And the usual trousers with no legs, or sorry, not with no legs, with detachable legs, so shorts or long trousers. Again, we've used those a lot on previous trips. Load of sun cream, medical supplies, sewing kit. Did go and get our international driving licences yesterday as well, so we've got those done along with the passports. Had to get a new passport because mine had run out. And then we've got a couple of little bags, head torches, various other bits. So yeah, starting to get ready. And that's a little rucksack, little day sack, which packs up that small, so we thought that might be quite handy as well. So yeah, a few new bits and pieces, and we've got a new action camera so we can do some filming underwater. Jan's determined to go and swim with the, well, manatees, but whatever they're called over there. I'll have to look up what they're called in Malaysia. So we think we've got most of the planning done, but time to go and make one final check of the lists and ensure everything's in place for a smooth trip. So see you in the next video.